Hello there, good to see you. Anyone who's watching the stream right now, I'm eluukkanen, and I'm today going to be making some sad music with you. Hopefully that has been updated to these places so I can see that. Yeah, so some sad music. I'm actually updating that to the Facebook thingy. But yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. Hopefully you're going to enjoy. You can affect the stream. You can see how the process is done. And most of all, you can actually have an effect, an impact to the song. You can actually, if you have a good name suggestion, you can put it to this. Or if you have some good suggestions on the instruments, you can suggest that as well. I'm open for suggestions. This is what composing streaming is about. It's not just me sitting here and generally showing you how it's done. No, you can actually affect this. That's what I'm doing. That's what I've done in composing streams in the past, and that's what I'm going to be doing. But hopefully enjoy. I'm going to be setting up some things before starting, and looking forward to hear what you have in mind. Today is Long Friday, 10th of April. Time flies fast, and it's good to use the time the most you got, the best way you can. And I personally want to be streaming. I've been streaming few days, quite nicely actually, and that's what we're going to be doing in future time. Let's see here. And let me put the chat shown so people can be seen. Yeah, here we go. Now you can actually see some stuff. Good. Let's put it a little bit downwards, but still showable. So I'm using currently a program called Sibelius 7.5. There's better versions after that, but essentially they all do the same. So I have not updated that at all. I'm using the same version still. It does the job. It's a notation program, which essentially means that instead of showing it in MIDI style, well, essentially it's MIDI, but it shows it in notation. And the song is played within the laws of notation, and that's what we're using. So let's test the chat. Test chat. There we go. It works. That is great. So now let's see ourselves in other places. But yeah, my day has been okay. Yesterday's stream, we sung Pokemon music. It was fun. It was fun to do. And yes, hopefully today people are going to be excited about doing some sad music, because it's a long Friday. A tradition of long Friday, of course, is sad music. That's the time when Jesus was taken to the cross and be like, ooh. And that's kind of the basis in Christianity for that. Of course, Easter is soon here, which of course Easter is happy times. But yeah, this is some kind of a sad time, so we're going to be staying in the theme. Sad times indeed. Sad times have came for us. But now, let me share the live music session for you. Also, I got some good feedback on the movement stream I did some time ago. And it was good. Some people want me to do more of that stuff, which is, of course, I'm welcoming that. If one of you, of course, I'm very strict schedule. I have a few projects that I need to all the time do. One of them is this game project. If there's an interest for you to get stuff early done, you can send me a message. We can work things out. I suppose I will be. That's kind of like a commission thing. So if you have, pay, let's say, some summer and such, we can agree on how long I'm going to be using to make it. That's essentially, that brings you in front of the line. Unfortunately, that is the current situation. I have very limited time. And let's put, here we go, composing stream. Having an event? Not now. And still on the land of Twitter. Yeah. Some people use their time a lot of in Twitter land. Personally, I'm not the hugest of fans of that site. Because it takes really the control away from you if you don't know, if you do not exactly do as the rules say, which I personally am a bigger fan of free discussion, free open discussion, what people can actually affect, instead of having numbers and these sort of things control everything. Also, before we start, I will also create a thumbnail for this occasion. Indeed so. Yesterday also watched Mob Psycho, if you know that anime. I watched the last episode of that second season. It was
Surge
cool.
3.
Surge 3, hello, how are you doing? Welcome to composing stream. We are kind of in beginning phase. I can actually show you the monitor things, what we do, so it says it has something visual in it. Essentially, yeah, here's the monitor. I'm just putting some tweet so people can find this place. Composer live stream. Here we go. And let's put it out there. Also, we could actually put a picture over here. Let's go to this site that we can actually use some images for free. How are you doing, Serge? How is your long Friday going? A sad day. Can we find a long Friday picture? Of course not. What Easter? Sad. I think we can find something with that. Yeah, it's sad times. Oh man.
Surge 3. I just got Twitter today. I'm going to have to follow you.
Oh, that's cool. Thank you, Surge 3. Oh, pleasure. Very pleasure. Twitter is just very much a place I'm not the biggest fan of, but I appreciate any follow that can be happening through that. And yeah, this is a music meme. I post a lot of music memes. Get prepared for that if you are in Twitter land. But yeah, how are you doing? Are you working on something today? I'm personally going to be working on the music very soon, but it's going to be still taking some time because I need to prepare, yeah. Surge, are you a fan of what sort of music as you found your way to the channel of eluukkanen? So that is a okay thumbnail.
Jiliduck 100.
Sad music.
Lovely art.
Yes, indeed. A Pixabay is very useful site in that. Very good. I recommend to try. Especially if you, like, of course, it's good to credit people. But if you are in a position that you just want to have picture quickly, good quality, Pixabay, I've used that. But oh, Jelly Duck, good to see you. Good to see you. Let's put that in here. The studio we go. And open the live stream itself. Hopefully you're having a good time. Personally, I'm very happy and positive on what's happening.
I found you through your Spyro covers.
Ah, cool! Spyro indeed. Haven't done some Spyro music in a long while. Perhaps I should, because now the sort of the hype of the trilogy has kind of went down. I might have a good position too.
Well, it's good to see you too.
Thank you very much. A pleasure is all mine as well to see familiar folks. Let's put this one on streams. Today I'm actually going to be releasing an original track. Perhaps I'm not really sure yet, but in YouTube land and in other places as well. Some original music. Of course, remakes are great. I've not still thought what sort of, if I should do more Spyro stuff. Because, yeah, I'm not yet sure, but now as the moods have kind of died down, might be the good position. Sad music. Composing live. Composing stream. Yeah, that's the right one. And nothing else really. Let's put it like that and save. No, Yeah, we have to put some information as here. If you're familiar with YouTube, you have to put all this information.
Hello, my nigger.
Hello, my nigger. Well, that's something to say. Thank God. Yeah. That's a way to say things. How are you doing? Just say. Today is Long Friday, of course, if you know, thinking about God and such. That's a kind of a Christian moment in that, I suppose. So, that might connect it, who knows. Anyways, we're going to be starting some music streaming today as this time is on. Oh, I forgot I put the monitor as the first one. You cannot see my face.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. That's kind of my feeling as well. But I think we are soon ready to start with the composing program, as you can see over here. I'm going to be taking the monitor thing off, at least for the time being. I will still share this in here, though. What kind of sad music would you like to see?
3. That was quite weird.
Yeah, people come, people go. That's what they do. That's what they do. Yeah. Where you from, Surge? And thank God, of course, Jellyjack, I know I've have had him in past streams, which I very much appreciate. If anyone here in the channel is interested on
3. Let's go.
Let's go soon, but not yet. I still need to share this in our lovely place, which is our Discord server. I'm very proud of it because it's finally a Discord server which I've personally been looking for. A place that actually puts emphasis on community spirit. You know those Discord servers that have like tens of thousands of people and no one replies to another. So this is very different sort of thing over here. So let's
3.
put this on.
I'm from America.
America! Oh, nice. I've some America people in the past as well. Depending, of course, from the state. There was one from Texas and I think from and where's the Los Angeles? But anyways, those places. Good to see ya. Hello, fellow American people. Of course, I'm not an American, so that's a wrong thing to say. I'm from Finland. Alright, so let's get started with the music. So sad stuff going on your way. That's what we're going to be doing. So let's put some instruments up on the screen. As I've said in the past, I'm using a program called Sibelius. And Sibelius is one of the best programs when it comes to notation and putting music on. Indeed so. And this is the language of notation. So we are going to be starting from very crappy MIDI sounds for the reason of that we can use them as a basis for later on. As I could, put a good quality sounds in the beginning, but that would, the composing program has to process all that. So very much we're going to be starting from very simple stuff. Let's put ourselves a key signature. We're going to be making a sad theme. Hopefully, perhaps we could start with the piano and violin. Those are some of the sad instruments we could use. That's our plan. Let's put the tempo very low.
3. Very nice.
Very nice, indeed. So, have you been on Finland before? A lovely country, of course. Because of this current situation, you can't really travel in all the places. Like Finland is sort of in a lockdown situation as well. Semi-lockdown, like there can still be some people coming in, but not all. Especially not tourists. It's kind of interesting situation. But no. Let's begin this adventure by putting ourselves first instruments over the line. So yeah, spider stuff. Would you like to see more spider stuff? Like I'm interested on hearing that actually. Of course, they have been already made like remake music for that the trilogy that was released, but perhaps from else.
3.
Who knows?
0 viewers. What it YouTube's problem?
I don't know. YouTube is YouTube again.
That's
what the problem.
Yes, more Spyro.
Spyro. Let me know what sort of tracks. Perhaps, but that might be a good moment.
Please,
I can probably do that. It depends. It depends. The Spyro community now is kind of quiet with the releases, so it might be a good time to put out a remake, but it has to still wait some time. But if you have any suggestions, if you want to do commissions, that is open as well. I've actually done some moving commissions in the past. But now, back to the work. Back to the work. Let's put some strings on the line over here. Violin. Oh yeah. So this is the quality of we are working first, but you're going to see a change, which I'm hoping it's going to be a happy change. And then it continues that. We're going to be using a lot of good ambient stuff on this, but first we need a basis. Like in writing, or like if you do a house, you need a structure like below that.
Spyro 4 Dragon Realms soundtrack remake would be cool.
Spyro 4? You mean about the Dragonfly thing? Yeah, I purchased that one when I was younger. The music is cool, of course, but the game itself, the Enter the Dragonfly, if you mentioned that one. Also, I can actually, like, the light is very, no, let's just keep it like that. The light is very nasty. Anyways, let's continue on this. I think we're going to be having a long sustained note over here. And then we're going to be having a very dark note in the sort of like in the down scale of things. And we're going to be starting with some of the tabs over here. We're going to be building a harmony.
I think I just lagged out. Oh no.
Lagged out? It might be the connections. Yeah, I'm in a countryside cottage. And the countryside cottage is a lovely place because it has the connection laggings. So I have to be sorry for that sort of fact. Currently, it's kind of poor quality, but what can we do? What can a man do against such reckless connection? That is the question. But now, let's continue. And I think I'm going to be doing like this. Something like this. If you have any suggestions for what sort of stuff we could do, of course this is still in a limited state, but we are doing some progress. So first I'm doing this sort of harmony line. And we're going to be having a something of a piano play, something like that. Of course, we're going to be changing the instruments. And okay, we're having a problem. For some reason, the keypad is not responding. We might actually need to restart the program. This is a bug that happens with the Sibelius. I cannot put the notes in any longer, but let me save this song that we already have done. Let me save it. Sad stuff. Yep. Sad stuff. What have we done? Alright, let's save it and begin again. Yeah, this happens sometimes. That's the kind of the limitations that we have with the world of streaming, unfortunately. So let's see, can we put back again our little information? But I really like Spyro in a sense because of it, at least the older games, the newest games, the Enter the Dragon, Legend of Spyro, it became too much like a God of War sort of gameplay, hack and slash. I like the older ones that you could just collect stuff. It's an easy system to actually even develop too, and I'm really wondering why they just didn't continue that, like some Mario games and such. Like they could have actually done that. They could have done that. Yeah, the light is very, very bright. I just don't personally like that. Yeah, I'm going to take the light off at least for a moment. It's kind of a dim now, but my face is going to be the dim now. Who knows? Let's open the program again. Sad stuff. Here we go. You cannot see it yet for some reason. Let me open it again. Sad
Tyrion
stuff.
Massett.
Here we go.
Hi Elias.
Tyrion Massett, hello there. How are you doing? Good to see you. A pleasure, in fact. I've seen you sometime in the past here. Some time ago. Now, as we are doing more streams, it's good to see some old folks coming in and coming out. So very something simple we have in the beginning. We can actually play this out and see. But hey, how are you doing, Tyrion? Are you working on some stuff of your own? Let me know. Actually, we like. Yeah, the instruments are going to change, I tell you.
Tyrion Massett. I'm alright. Yeah, been a while since I caught your stream.
Yeah, cool to see some old folks. Good to see you. Yeah, it has been some time. I wonder what sort of things have happened in your near landscapes in that time. Have you done some works of your own recently? Some big work, some big creations? Let me know. And yeah, let me actually put some light on the ceiling. Because, you know, the spotlight I'm using, it's very nasty for my eyes. It hurts. Let me actually go a little bit, a moment. Uno momento. Okay, it actually doesn't do much difference.
The boot IP.
It doesn't really do much difference, but it does something. Oh. Yeah, it does something. Terve sees pikkutyyppi. Terve itelles. Hyvää päivää. Terve is a way to say in Finnish. Good to see you. How are you doing? Yeah, terve teille. Terve teille lintuhuset. Now, let me still put some bases on it. This song is going to be around 2 minutes long, I predict. And it's going to be having... The sadness of it has to be developed very much with good
many,
sounds.
Yeah, mostly
but I'm putting the melody
projects.
School-related.
Some of them are put on hold due to the virus.
Ah, very nasty. I'm sorry to hear that. The virus situation is not good. Things have to get normal at some point, and this cannot keep continuing. Unemployment, everything is not very good. Yeah, not very good.
Tyrion Massett. Which will give me some time to stream a bit more happy smiley.
Yeah, that is true as well. Do you do your own streams? Haven't... the YouTube does not really recommend all the stuff I would like to see. I would like to see your streams. If you come to eluukka's server, let me actually put you the link for it. Or you can see it as well. Let me put it on the screen. eluukka's server, a great server, I tell you. A community. It's not just about one person, but it's about a community thing. So let me invite anyone who is interested to it, of course. You can see the link in the chat, I hope, very soon. Here we go. Nope, let me put this monitor off and continue. Well, yeah, I would be interested to see your streams as well. And yeah, streaming is good. It's good to actually start at this point. People are in their homes, and it's good to.
Sure?
Yeah, thank you. Of course, it's if you want to start the stream in there, you can post your stream links in there as well. And I tell you, people will come and check out. Our community is very special in a way that it's not like there's so many these sort of communities that are just like nobody responds to it, not each other. But this is actually a place that it's expected. Yes, indeed. So this is the melody. And then we're going to be having the background stuff going to be. Let's use these notes. Something like this. Like these notes are ridiculously, terribly sounding, but it's good to sort of like get the basis melody out. And we're going to be testing it out. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, what sort of streaming things you had in mind? Also, Pikkutyyppi, I got your message on the Japanese intro song of Moomin stuff, if you're still watching. I got the message on that. Unfortunately, as I'm going to be telling to other people as well, if it's not commissions, it will take some time, but of course I will be doing it. The Moomin stuff, I have planned to do every single of that, but it's, you know, I'm currently working on a project called Shakkis, that is a kind of like a mobile game of a chess, and I'm programming the systems in. Yes, I do some game development as well. So that is the main thing that pays the bills. So very much, if you have a commission ideas, even some modest sums, you know, that jumps on the front of the line, of course. That is how we roll. Yeah. Yeah, that is kind of laughable, but now we're going to be changing the instrument to something better. That is the basis what we just have. Some sadness in there, but now we need to add the elements, the actual sadness to it. That's just some bones to work from. Bones. Now we need to add the flesh of a song. And that requires some good sounding sound. So that's what we're going to be doing now. Let me open one of the sound things I have, and I usually use this for creating these because it's a very easy one to put those sounds from. I recommend this program to you wholeheartedly if you want to check it out. Let me actually open it visually so you can see it. Very good one, actually. Oh yes, not this one. I mean in here. Yeah, let's put them some ambience, texture. So actually, yeah, it doesn't show that well, unfortunately. So yeah, it doesn't show if I do this. So let me just open it, and you can see the sounds themselves. Yeah, not that one. It's going to be sad one. Well, actually, we could actually use that one as an effect. As an effect, that works. Nope. That is good to bring the sadness in here. Also, let's pick ourselves a keyboard that has some sadness in it as well. Not that one though. Okay, I'm trying to find some melody instruments for this. Some sadness to it. I need to find the sadness feel.
The Piku Taipi. What sudfot you use?
The Piku Taipi, as the chatbot says. Let me actually show you. Yeah, actually, let me just show you. This is, I recommend to really purchase this stuff. Like, usually this program, Omnisphere, which I'm using, this is an excellent one. Omnisphere actually 2, this is. So, like, you can actually edit your own sounds in here, but I have some very big sound libraries I'm going to be using. I'm going to be editing them inside of the whole Omnisphere and making them sound very good. And if you want to do the music yourself, I recommend to purchase this one, definitely. It costs around 400 euros, if I'm right, first time. If you upgrade from the first plugin, it's like
Miyazaki Mosterai Music Channel.
Music Monstery! How are you doing? I haven't seen your newest songs. How are you doing under quarantine? How are you doing? But now, let me find the sad stuff. So yeah, with these streams, I usually try to pick the pre-existing ones to edit, because it just saves quite a hell of time, I tell you. And that's what we're currently doing with this, trying to find the right melody stuff. This is a bit too direct. Could we find something else? Classical keys. Yeah, there's a lot of options in here, and if you can just use these sounds if you want to. But I personally, for many of the songs I do, I use, of course, some from here, but I also put my own in, because you can actually edit your own input sounds inside of the program, which is a very excellent touch. I recommend to check out that thing. But now let's see. Dream piano. This could be it. This could be it. Let's see. Let's put this one above here. Yeah, it doesn't sound good. I need to find the right sound, and this is not the sound I'm trying to find. But how are you doing, Music Monstery? Your own channel and own music and such. How are you doing? Good to see you, and welcome to the stream. It's kind of a nasty, that sort of sound. I don't really care about that. I need to find something else. Something that sounds sad. Piano impact. Something like this. We could use that. That actually would work. Let's add some reverb to it. Here we go. Yeah, that's one of the sounds we're going to be using. So first sound is this. And the second one is this. Yeah, I think these ones with the prerequisite presets work. This other one I needed to edit. It works. Then let's add some string instruments to here. The Eurovision, I don't like this one. Let's use this one instead. Nope. I don't want to have the electronic feeling. I want to have some organic feeling, even if it might be electronical. Nonetheless. There's something good with this one though. Like this one. I like it. I like it. It needs to be just a very, very high.
Miyazaki Mosterai Music Channel. Go watch my new video.
I will check that out.
Winking face.
I will check that out after the stream. Don't you worry about that. But now let's see. So that's what we're working on today. A slow beginning, but that's what composing is. Composing is a slow process, and doing a good stuff, like anything, it takes some time. But we're gonna be doing it as quickly as possible. So first what we're going to be doing is putting this keyboard in the right spot, which is the third spot. And we're going to be putting this one into the fourth spot, if I remember right. I kind of like it. It's kind of a modest, and it has to be. I think I'm going to be still editing the piano instrument. I'm not personally fond of it yet. It's too strict on how it plays. Perhaps this one.
The Piku Taipei. Sound more something out of horror movie than sad.
Could be. We still need some time, of course, to work on it. But some good focus. If you have any suggestions on what sort of things we could do to make it even sadder, let me know. I think that sort of softness has to be in there. Softness. And that we haven't still been able to find that. I'm trying to find a soft instrument. Something that is very soft and... Yeah, it's very easy to go with, like, let's say, like this atmosphere. With the horror. It's a possibility. We need to be able to avoid that. Let's add another instrument. And I'm going to be adding our actual string. Adagio. I like these ones. Oh, I cannot find any. Oh, of course. Adagio, no, agagio. And let's take the singing into it as well. Let's test this out instead of the... Here we go. Let's see how do these sound together. I think this, like, I think there's a error. If I do like this, like, it has to be actually a one down. I think that makes it more sad. And then we need to add an effect on here in order to put the sadness truly in. So let's put an effect, something that is very strong. Something strong has to be put in here. Let's try to find that. I found an instrument that I want. Okay, I found an instrument. I'm going to be changing the ice thingy into Lonely Road. Here we go. Much better. Also, I'm going to be adding here something like this. Yeah, let's listen. Here we go. Okay, sorry for missing the sound. It disappeared. But let's continue the progress nonetheless. So we have, how many seconds we have? Around 1 minute, but it's still not fully complete. And what we're going to be focusing on that. Let me know if you have any suggestions, anything on your mind, you just want to chat about the current situation, that is okay. I'm actually wondering how this whole situation is affecting the musicians, like composers, not just composers, but like actual people who play instruments, of course. It affects to everyone. But those people, like, they have no concerts, they have nothing. So do they actually get paid, or are they the ones that are getting laid off? That's a good question, I think. And actually, I need to make this even slower. This is too sort of like tense, sort of. And actually, let me try to find a keyboard that is better. I'm going to be changing the ambient space piano, which usually is one of my favorites to use, as it's a very good one. It's a very good instrument, I tell you. Let's try to find a cello. Okay, now we got something. Also, this is not the right one I wanted to have. Ah, Lonely Road. Let's put this one to shame. Take this one out of the picture. Here we go. Okay, now we got some sadness in, I think.
Tyria Masset. You should go have a listen to Ravel's Bolero performed by the musicians of the National French Orchestra confined in their homes.
And yeah, I've seen some of those videos that they actually perform inside of their homes, which is actually quite lovely. And in balconies, human ingenuity, even in this sort of moment, it's quite lovely. But I think this has to at some point stop, because I don't know how long people, like, this is still the honeymoon period of this lockdown. But at some point, people are going to, like, those people that are just lost their jobs and such, they are going to, and of course the closed businesses and such, like, where do they get paid? Like, is the government going to pay everyone? It's just a very confusing situation for me, and I think for many people as well. I really think this has to be something done. Now they're going to be deleting this one. This is going to still be in the picture. Let's listen how does this sound. But yeah, Bolero, Ravel's Bolero is very cool. Oh, I like that one. If that's the right one, if I remember, yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. It's like. And let's take this off. Let's add another instrument for it. Not that one. That's a horror movie sound. I think I'm going to actually change that off. I'm going to make that a bell instrument instead of anything else. But yeah, it's cool to see human ingenuity even under these sort of dark times. Ooh, I like that sound as well. Something like this. And let's have this in the background. And then let's put this one into... Yeah, let's see where that goes. Some dark feel to it. Oh yeah. How are you doing today on this 10th of April? April is going very quickly. This month I need to finish a project called Shakkis. I've talked about that in the past. It's actually a very interesting sort of concept of chess. Instead of you play the chess with cards and those it's kind of interesting because every piece of chess can move with every move, so it makes the chess very sort of like strategic, like so much like any piece can be queen, any piece can be horse. I need to really like it's like everyone is just like throwing the pieces all around, trying to just hit the main goal, that is the king, of course. King is the big piece in chess, of course. Of course. Oh, we have some people joining in. TT! Hello, Cass! Come and say hello. Introduce yourself to the people. Something like that. Let's listen again. This part I was not really agreeing with. Then we have the creation going the way we want it to be, hopefully. Hopefully, we shall see. Let's edit the fourth sound. I want to make it a qua, hopefully, and edit that qua to be kind of electronical sounding. Combine. Oh, if this is the right one. Sometimes I edit the wrong instruments. Yeah, this is the right one. Combined. And of course, when you edit that wrong instrument, you lose that one. I don't always remember the ones. So yeah, that's a problem. A little bit too high sound. Sorry about that. Let me actually add a little bit of quietness to it. Let's make it like this. I like this sort of movement. With electronical instruments you can actually do this. Let's see, is this the right way? I think it have to be like... like this. Might be good, who knows? Yeah, let's listen it again. Listen it again. I'm not yet sure on the song. Let me know, are you liking it or not? GT has joined the server and is already welcomed by Answered. Yay! Great to have more bedroom composers over here. Very cool, very cool. Good to see you. And let's continue the tradition over here.
Tyrium Acid. Happy to join in.
Well, great to have you there. Hopefully you enjoy your stay. It's still, of course, the main thing. You'll get the full access to all the places of the server once you introduce yourself. It's still like a very small part that you can see. But I very much like it because we actually work on projects together. There's currently a video project going on and such, and even more stuff. So interested to see you in there once we have everything under control, indeed.
Blue Spring Studios. Hi there. Been like 5 years since I last watched a stream.
Blue Spring Studios. Have you been like you have disappeared from eluukkanen server, even though like currently the eluukkanen server has been like the most active as it has been. Like we have already projects going on. I was wondering what happened to you. Was it something that, you know, I don't know. But your bot actually works very fine currently, so very happy for that. But unfortunately, you disappeared from the place. Sorry, I'm very unhappy for that. Yeah. But good to see you. A long time no see.
Blue Spring Studios. I'm Kyra's smiling face with open mouth and tightly closed eyes.
Let me actually see. Are you there? So you are the like you're this one, right? I'm actually you're actually shown or something. Are you actually shown here? You are this one, this like in yeah. But yeah. Alright. Yeah, you have changed so many of these accounts of yours.
Blue Spring Studios.
I just lose the track.
Yeah.
I just lose the track, but good to hear and see you alive and well. We have 4 people watching the stream currently, which is phenomenal. Thank you for people for coming here. Hopefully you enjoy the current version and progress of the song. Yeah, we have some people watching the stream, which is of course very, very happy to have YouTube people watching. But now, back to the real thing. So this song, it's kind of has its sadness feel, but of course it can be improved. If you, Kyra, and others have some ideas, let me know.
It's Kyra spelled in different characters.
Actually, I think in alphabets of what is the alphabet? Like the Russian alphabet, that is pronounced like Chad, like Chad. I thought like you were like, hey, who is this Chad person? Like, you know, if it's K and then there's the chi, chet mark, and then there's like ya, chad, and the last mark is D, so it's like Chad. And I thought you were like Chad. But yeah, if it's Kura, alright. But in Russia, people could see you as Chad. So if that's the name you wanted it to be, it's not really Kura for those people. But still, I get it. I get it. That's why I got so confused. Who is this Chad fella?
Blue Spring Studios. It's basically a way of not letting people get my username very easily.
Well, that's where it succeeded. Well, but still, it kind of makes sense though, yeah. Something like that. I think I want to make it even more electronical sounding, that qua. That qua sounds too realistic. So let's do the resonation things. Let's add there some inner space feeding.
The Piku Typee. Now it sounds more sad than scary.
Yeah! Now Pikutupi, that's where we're going. I'm very happy that you think so. I'm very happy on that side of things, but there's still some stuff to do. One of the things is the later part. We have 1 minute of music already, which is good, but then we still need some stuff. Yeah, like one person here mentioned Bolero. Was it like Tyrian? Like Bolero is very interesting on its movement. It has the bass sort of like how it's built, and then it just like builds from that, which is cool. So it's like, let's actually put it like so the qua can be sound first. Here we go. How what have you been doing recently, Blue Springs? Any stuff that you've been working on? Let me know. Actually, yeah, let's do it like this. And then it's actually in a workable state. Then let's add one of the final instruments we have, I think would be ambient soundscape, something that is just so sad that people get so
Blue Spring Studios. Working on some models for a Minecraft horror map.
Horror map. Is that the time of the year that we need, that there's a horror craze? Of course, we're trying to make a sad song, and first we made it a horrible sounding, horrifying. Yeah, this is what we want to use. This is one we want to use. Put some feel to it. Let's see how does this sound. That doesn't sound right. That sounds actually very bad. So let's finish what we started. I like this, I like this. But we need to put this one later in. And we need to put these ones later in as well. What we're actually going to be doing... This is going to be actually an interesting test. Let's see how does this work. So, I'm going to be putting... rest of the sounds like this, like this. I'm going to be opening up it slowly, but surely. I think it might work, but we have to test it out. So, let's do it like this. And delete the rest of the sounds in here, and then in here, and then in here, and then in here, and then in... Let's keep it like this. And then we could do the same for here. Let's see, how does it work? How does the soundscape work? Does it feel right? One of the things I'm also going to be doing is putting from here. Something like this. We shall see how does it actually sound like.
The Piku Taipei. Have you ever tried Heroes of Might and Magic 3 Horn of the Abyss Fomade expansion mod?
Oh, actually, I have tried that. Is that the one that has the pirates in it? Isn't that the one? Yeah, I've actually tried that. It's a very cool fact that people still like work on it and such. And I even when there was this like a concert for Heroes Might and Magic 3, they actually played the pirate theme orchestrated, which was cool. It's great to see that people are still active in that community. It's one of the best strategy titles there. It really is. So no wonder that it's still remembered.
The Piku Taipei. Yes, and they are adding New Town Forge.
Ooh, is it the robot faction that they are doing? Finally. Ooh, that's interesting. It's like so many years they still work on it. It's quite impressive actually. So let's see. Something like this might work or might not. It might be too terrifying or not. But yeah, like Heroes Might and Magic, one of my favorites. 3. Like, I would actually want to play multiplayer at some point with that. Yeah. The problem is that the turns are not simultaneous. I would really like the fact that you could actually do the turn as others are doing the turn as well. I would really appreciate it, because it's... The multiplayer in it, it's quite slow. It's so slow. I don't know, can that actually be programmed in, but I would wish it could.
The Piku Taipei. Which HD mod you can?
Yeah, really? Are you sure about that?
the Puku Taipei. And there is online lobby so it easy to play with friends.
I don't like that. It's too dark. It's too dark. It's too dark. It's just simply too dark. Let's actually delete this one from here. But yeah, if that is actually true, I would like to play with my brothers and people from here as well. Because, of course, I'm not the best one when it comes to Heroes Might and Magic 3. But it's a fun game. So why not? Also, there's the random map generation factor in it. I tried to download one of the things, the Horn of Abyss was it, like the thing. And there was some kind of virus in it, so I didn't really install it fully. But I saw that there was like the pirate things and such. Yeah. Very cool. And it's the best thing is that they actually continue the progress still. Yeah, let's see. Okay, that was actually terrifyingly sounding. I don't want to make this terrifying. So when you have this sort of moment, I need to make this, take this out, put it like this, put it like this. So now there's some room to breathe, something like this. Yeah, there needs to be the room to breathe in, otherwise the people is going to be stressed. And we don't want stress here. We want happiness for everybody. Free ice cream for everyone. Yeah, not really. There's no free lunches in this world, I tell you. Always something wants something.
After you've done the notation for the whole track, do you switch to a DAW to articulate your instruments or just render within Sibelius?
I might actually do some articulation, who knows? But I think I'm going to be essentially doing that inside of Sibelius. Some of the articulations. I personally like. I can edit all the instruments separately if I have some interest on doing that. Currently, I'm. The plan is to make the song around 2 minutes or so. And once that is already, how much time we have actually used for that? 1 hour. All right, that's not bad. So after that, we're going to be doing some small changes, and that's when the sad stuff has been done. Ready. Yep, that's the plan. Tyrian Massot, well, how is your way of composing? Like, what is the processes? For me, basically, for longer projects like this, composing streaming is kind of special. I have less time to use for it, so I need to be quick. And that's why I cannot do all the stages. But, like, what I'm basically doing is the structuring, then putting it together, and then doing small changes if necessary. That's the big thing. But now, we have the slowness of this part. I need to test the whole song. Let's test the whole thing out. And see. Now you have done an introduction. Nice. Let me actually add you the role. Let me add you first. Things in here. Wave. And then let's add you the role. Ah, you got the role. Alright, good. Now you got access to the whole server. Nice.
Tyrium acid. Depends on the track for me. If it's piano only, I'll use annotation software, but I have a more electronic / sound design background, so I prefer composing inside a DAW.
I gotcha. I personally, I'm more classical type, that's why I really try to do the notation stuff. Of course, music technology is interesting, but I think there's a balance. I personally believe that some music technology people, like, there's the balance of trying to find the right sound and then they make the melody, and some people chase the melody too much and some people chase the sound too much. I think there has to be the union. There has to be a plan on, like, well, how personally people are going to do that. So now we're going to be adding here a lovely part that is going to be sad again. So yeah, there are many different techniques, like there's no one right way, but I personally like one way over another. Of course, that's how you have to do it. It's like so many people compose in so many different ways. That is the reality of things. Okay, this is I don't like that one.
The Piku Taipi. Have you ever tried to do scythe wave? I really love 80s feeling.
Synthwave music. Actually, that is one of the things I have not done. We could actually do next week a synthwave song. Yeah. Like, I personally just like, there's so many synths I got, but I haven't really delved into that. I remember I've done one synth song that is like very much reminiscent of the sort of like this sort of sci-fi thing. But yeah, synthwave not really. Yeah, 80s, that is, some people say that's the golden times. Pikkutyp, that is right. And the music was interesting on that. I think we live in the time of blandness, to be honest. Like, I don't know how people are going to be going back to excited after like 50 years. Like, oh, let's play 2000s music. That was the coolest sort of style. I don't actually know. I personally, pop music is something I'm very far away from, at least trying to stay away from. Yeah. Yeah, but we could do a synthwave. Like, I actually need to remind myself on the next time. Yeah, we could do that. I'm not the best in terms of, of course, my track record of synthwave. I've done some tracks, not so many, so we shall see where that goes. But I think I'm interested to see and try.
I don't really like the music of today other than Porter Robinson TBH.
Yeah, today's music is kind of Actually. We could, like, it's too comfortable when it's like a continuous rhythm. I think personally. We need some comfortableness in here.
Tyrium acid. Funny we're talking about synth. I just bought one yesterday, happy smiley.
Oh really? You did? What was that? Please tell us. But yeah, I don't really know about some artists from nowadays.
Tyrium
I don't
acid.
really know.
Birigen neutron.
Let's see what that is about. Let's search that up online. Here we go. There we go. Let us see what's that all about. Oh yeah. If it just Googles that, who knows? But let me know. What are your thoughts on the song? It's okay. It kind of brings the sadness. I don't want it to be too special. I think it has to be this sort of around in the background sort of fashion. At least on my mind, that is
Tyrium
what
acid.
we need.
Should help making isolation a bit less boring.
Yeah. Indeed. So you have something to work on. Let's open the thing and see what it's up to. Bearing. Alright, got it. Yeah. So is it this one? Parallel synthesizer with authentic dual 3340 analog oscillators for insanely fat music creation. I don't know what is insanely fat music creation, but that must be something good. If this is the one what you're talking about. Neutron in the 1970s and 80s spawned the first wave of portable analog synthesizers, and while quick adopted by a bevy and renowned musical artists including Jan Hammer, Chick Corea, Rick Wakeman, and Jan Mirre Jarre Isao Tomitan, Keith Emerson, to name a few, they were somewhat temperamental and very expensive. Yeah, if you remember, I don't know. Of course, I was not alive back then, but I remember that those were very costly ones. Very, very costly ones, I tell you. Very, very expensive. Nowadays, everything is so cheap. Cheap like dirt, to be honest. And that's a very good thing. I think we could actually return back to that sort of melodyscape in the end. We could actually use just this instrument alone, but we have to see, does that work?
Tyrium acid. Yeah, this one is €300.
Ooh. It's
Venus
not
Spring
that
Studios.
bad. It's not that bad.
Instruments, cheap, dirt, expensive, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Tyrium acid. Which is nothing for what it can do.
Of course, it depends on the synth. Very much so. What kind of plans you got for it? I think we could actually do it like. But yeah, very good to use.
Mostly toying around and making sounds for my sudback. Might stream some sound design with it when I get it.
I would be interested to see how that works and such. I haven't actually purchased that, so seeing how that works in action, I would be interested to see. I'm just not inclined to really purchase more synths. I have so many of them. I don't see much use. I've so many thousands of them. I haven't even used the ones that I have, so I have not really no knowledge on what does this one do differently. Of course, if it is the specifically for the synth wave. Who knows? Perhaps. And Blue Spring says instrument cheap, dirt, expensive, if you know what I mean. Yeah, there are some very expensive ones. But 300 for a synth, it depends on what sort of... Like, someone a few days ago asked me, what do I need to start composing? And I mentioned to her and that the fact that is that it so much depends on what you want. There are so many different instruments and so many different ways to compose. I personally use the notation. Thierry and Massett, as I understood, use a digital audio workstation which has more visual side of it for the MIDI and such. I personally use notation because I can then use and work with real instrumental people, like orchestras, and make a song for violin or piano much more. And I can use the virtual instruments and others combined to that and make the same effect as with others. But of course, there's so many different ways to compose. Always different, many ways. But now what I want to do here is bring this one to the life. Let's see, can we actually do that? The sadness, we need to bring that into the forefront. Yeah, can we do it? So the plan is to make this 2 minutes. I think we almost succeeded. Thank you for the support we have had so far. People watching, thank you very much for that. If you have any suggestions for the sadness, perhaps some instruments, there's still time to get some ideas. Also, if you have any ideas for the name of the song, I give you the freedom to name it. If it's not a ridiculous name, I'm very much willing to take that. If it fits with the mood, you can actually name that. I'm going to be crediting you in if that name is going to be used. I'm going to be crediting you, of course. I've done that in the past. I think it's a fun thing. So that's the plan. Yeah, let's listen to the final part. But hey, Pikkutyp, you mentioned about the mod for Heroes Might and Magic 3. If someone here is interested to play that perhaps sometime, let me know. I might be actually doing more gameplay things in eluukkanen server. If you are into Discord and such, we could do that. I want to play more games together with some of the streams, perhaps here. And perhaps lose very tremendously or win with epicness as the current generation takes and says. Yeah, epicness, that's the word. And we're going to be leaving this like a question in a side of like, what is kind of uncertainty, uncertain feel, because that's part of sadness, uncertainty. I think that works. I think that works as a song. Yeah. Let's save that right away so we don't lose the progress. Yeah, under 2 hours we were able to make a song. 2 minutes, in fact. Very good. Very good. 1 hour and 25 minutes. And of course, the first 15 minutes we didn't really do much. So really, it was around 1 hour 15 minutes, which is a pretty good time schedule on that. Let's listen the song right now.
Blue Spring Studios. Gonna leave the stream now to do some streaming of my own before I fall asleep, smiling face with open mouth and tightly closed eyes.
So fun for coming here. It's a pleasure. See you.
Streaming and playing Heroes 3. Someone might cheat and check your stream to see your strength. Blue Spring Studios.
Who knows?
Gosh darn it, YT, stop converting my emoticons.
Yeah, it's a streaming chat thing. Hey, pleasure to have you here. Thanks for coming, Blue Spring. See you another time. But yeah, streaming and playing Heroes. Someone might cheat and check your stream to see your strength, I suppose. But it's for fun. It's not competitive, so I don't mind about that. I don't mind. It's a pleasure to do that sort of competitive play sometimes. But I really like the fact that just kind of fun stuff. Like playing board games with your friends or something like that. Of course, I'm still going to play hard. But, it's good to take some time and enjoy life. That's for certain. One thing I will be doing, I will be putting this to half. Then I'm going to be putting like this. I think that's a good one. I think we did some good. Yay, hooray, everybody who's watching right now. Thank you for coming to the stream and watching eluukkanen do some stuff live. People like Blue Spring Studio Mascot, Pikkotyyppi and others. A pleasure is all mine in this sort of situation when we do a stream together, make some music together. We didn't get much suggestions today, but that's alright. Suggestions can come later on other streams. One good suggestion we got from Tyrian was to make some synthwave music, I think. Or was it? It was Pikkotyyppi actually. Pikkotyyppi. We're going to be doing some synthwave music next time, next Friday. I very much am excited to do more streams. As have you seen, I did sing some Pokemon music yesterday, which was kind of fun. We're going to be doing some gameplay streams in the week, and hopefully Heroes Might and Magic. If you're right, Pikkotyyppi, so you can actually play like at the same time in HD mod, in the multiplayer, like simultaneous turns. Are you really sure for that? Because My brother would like to play Heroes Might and Magic 3, but he learned after, it's like every turn has to be taken separately. Like it takes so much time. But if that's the case, it does not do that. Then I'm so excited this weekend to try that out. And also online with you fellas as well. But hey, thanks for coming here. Thanks for listening. And you're going to be seeing this song later in YouTube. Please share that around when it comes. It's going to be coming tonight. It's today is kind of like a morning here. So it's going to be a few hours from this. It's going to be in YouTube side. Check it out. But hey, thanks for coming. Wherever you are, I wish you a good day. See you later.